Looks like Daniel's acting like, well, insecure.
I wanna fold clothes for you. I wanna make you feel good. Baby, I wanna do the right thing.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, producer, and just a couple things before I start. Phone's still broken, so we have this white space here. So I'm gonna be over here, and still Bandcamp. So I'm recording in the woodwinning storage closet, and today is band/character day. So I'm as modern music of the decade. I don't want to call it the tens because it sounds dumb. So I am Chance the Rapper, and I'm repping Janae Aiko. So that's why you're not seeing my gorgeous hair, but oh well. And also, don't forget, I live tweet Insecure every Sunday, so you should follow me at Producer Posts, no space. And don't forget to watch some other content that I create. You know, I perform poetry, and I I talk about other shows, and I put y'all on to other shows. So, with all that plug-in beside, let's actually begin the review. So we start episode 2 of Familiar Like, with Issa texting Daniel because she's worried about him. And you know what? She's not worried about him. He's not worried about her. He's like, yeah, I'm good. And what about it? So, it just shows how there's a disconnect between them. But at the end of the episode, there's the exact opposite, which I think is very interesting how they started off with that. So, anyway, we we go into Issa at work, and why people gotta be so nosy when I'm recording? Anyway, we go to Issa while she's at work. Well, she was already where she was texting. But they're talking about the We Got Y'all logo and just the whole premise of it. And they're like, how can we improve it? And all this white liberal nonsense, this white gay talking about, oh, well, since we're in a post-Moonlight era, we should have a rainbow. Okay, you gotta go. Because he said some dumb stuff later on. I don't like him, period. And then we have this girl, and she's like, yeah, I think it's pretty trash that we have a white hand holding black kids. And, like, that's a valid thing. But then she's like, there's two boys and one girl. Okay, because 3 is a magic number. So unless you literally can't make a non-binary silhouette. That's not how it works unless you have, like, the bathroom logo where there's, like, a guy with a skirt, but half not a skirt. And then you're just getting too confusing at that point, because the idea is to help children, and children, well, at the most part, they don't think about gender, they just think about having fun. But anyway, we're not getting to that. So they ask Issa on her opinion. She's like, oh, now you want to ask the bitch that's always been woke since day one. Well, beat motherfuckers. And I was like, ooh. That's a mood. But of course, she said something a bit more reserved because she has to. And then we turn to Daniel, who's having producer problems because his niece, turns out the girl that getting her hair braided yesterday, yeah, that was his niece, and that was his sister. Oh, I get it. Vanessa's his girlfriend. So, like I said, I get it. But she was like, she wants something ratchet to listen to, and she doesn't want to think, which is interesting because that has been heard a lot throughout the years. Oh, this music's too woke for me. I just want to throw my ass in a circle. All right. And then this guy walks in, and he said he's gonna be the plug for Daniel to talk to Spider tonight. So, but he's upset because the guy was already flaking. So he's like, you can't be flaking anymore. So that sets things up for the club scene later on. Then we go to Issa, and she's talking to Kelly because Kelly's back. I didn't think they would take her out, but we didn't see her at all. Well, then we didn't see a lot of her friends, episode 1. But yeah, we're now seeing Kelly, and I didn't know she was a financial consultant. And Issa, girl, why you got 425 as your credit score? That's terrible. What has she been doing? So she asked Kelly what she can do to improve, but obviously it's hard coming back from that. So she has to really cut back on her spending, and she has to ask Daniel if she can live with him for a bit longer because she cannot move out by herself. So before she does that though, she asks if she can and she asks her brother, hey, can I move in with you? But he says, nah, Bae's in your room. And I'm sitting here like, Bae. So it shows Issa's boyfriend, because for those who don't remember, Issa's boyfriend is gay. Brother is gay. But what I think is interesting is that why can't he have a black boyfriend? The brother isn't that important to the show, so I don't see why it's that necessary for him to have a white boyfriend. We can just have black gay like that. Oh well, oh well. And then, Issa, while she leaves after she gets denied by her boyfriend, brother, we don't do incest. She goes into the elevator talking about she wants a property management job, and I'm like, okay, Issa, I see you, girl. So in the next scene, we're out here with Daniel and Vanessa, and Daniel's talking about the club that he wants to go to, but his Vanessa don't really want to go. And she's like, I don't really mess with that. I don't really like the thug atmosphere, which I thought it was interesting that she referred people as thugs. I mean, it did get shot up, but thugs is normally like a white people term to talk about black people. So I just thought it really interesting that she said she didn't like the thugs there. But then I realized, oh, I know why. Because she was like, oh, I love light skin love. When Daniel's right in front of her, oh no, she gotta go. And so we, the next scene, Issa is having lunch, rocking the PB&J, mind you, brown bagging it. PB&J is my favorite, but I mean, I'm not on a 425 though. But anyway, Issa's brown bagging it at a work lunch, and they talk about how Joanne, the boss, was acting. And Frida really brings it up because Frida is being a lot less trifling this season. She still won't stick up for Issa, but I guess she's inadvertently doing it. Because earlier she was like, yeah, we need to, it's a little insensitive, I guess, how we're talking about we got y'all, but there's not enough representation of black or brown people here. Whatever. Well, I shouldn't say whatever. She has valid points, but, you know, she's done some weird stuff in the past. Anyway, Issa is like, I'm tired of being like a little voice for all black people. I shouldn't have to do that. We should have more voices in the office. She's like, and then the gay character's like, well, I speak for gays, you speak for black people. It is what it is. And I'm sitting here like, if you don't shut your Tyler Oakley built self, I swear, he's so, white gays trademark, which is obviously not all white gays, they're so annoying. They think just because they're gay that completely eliminates the fact that they're white and they can say whatever problematic thing. No, you're still trash, okay? You're still trash. He probably talks about BBC all the time. I'm not talking about the channel. What was I gonna say? Oh, so Issa is back at work. Oh, well, I guess maybe the work lunch was at work. Anyway, she's calling Daniel because she can't do her brother. She's asking, hey, can I stay for a bit longer? And Daniel says, yeah, Vanessa really doesn't like you staying with her for that long, so you gotta go in a week. So Issa complains. Issa's glad, but she's really upset that she can't go for any longer. And after that, she sees Joanne walk by, and so she talks about Joanne about what she's talking about at lunch, that she would want black and brown voices. And Joanne doesn't shut it down as quick as I thought she would, because she was acting all nasty last episode. So, okay, maybe Issa's gonna start hiring people. That'd be a good way to get her some coin. And so, while she's talking to Kelly notices that she's been a terrible house guest, and she doesn't do anything for Daniel. So she starts cleaning really hard. She cleans the entire kitchen. She washes all the dishes. She almost kills the spider to death. I think she probably did. So it looks a lot nicer when Daniel comes back home. And then Daniel sets up the next scene for us because he says he got to go to the club for Spider, but his plug left him. So he's is flaking. So he's just like, oh, I don't know what I'm not about to do there because who do I look like? And Issa mocks him for his pride. She's like, go ahead and do it. That's your money. That's your coin. That's your job. You know what? I'll go in there with you because you got me and I got you. So here we go. Next scene. I call it the Chris Brown Club. So like I said, Daniel's friends were flaking, so they didn't even put him on the list. So when Daniel walks up to the club, like, oh, this is my name, Daniel King, and my name should be on the list there. Oh, that was a terrible impression. Yeah, his name wasn't on there, not even his producer name, which is the same name. Why is your government name the same as your stage name? So that doesn't go out well, but their friends from high school, their friend from high school, Khalil, walks up and he bails them out. Apparently, Khalil he's a really good. I think he's a local rapper in LA. They didn't really say how big he was, but they said he's big. So yeah, they go in with Khalil when they go into the club, and so what's it called? Daniel notices Spider on the stage, and he's like, "There, Issa, that's Spider. I want to work with him." And she's like, "So what you want to do with him?" She's like, "Oh, I want to give him more complex instrumentation." So he starts like beatboxing in her head all weird. Like, it was almost uncomfortable watching that, honestly. I just like that the music sort of changed when he did it, but like if it didn't, it would look really weird. He just beatbox into her ear like that. Like, does anyone else think that was a weird? Okay, whatever. And then Issa is out here trying to get she's trying to get some drinks, knowing good and well she can't pay for them. So she goes to the bar, and some guy likes her, so he gets her a drink. But turns out he got some green braces. Okay, I know I should be dragging away with some braces, but I'm 17, okay? So if you out here looking like 27 and you got green braces to match your money, what were you? Why can't you take? Well, at least he's now taking care of his teeth. They could still be even worse, I guess. But it's still pretty trifling to waiting that long. But yeah, while they're doing it, it cuts to Daniel looking at Issa, and it sort of looks like a jealous look, because he's like, "Wow, why is she talking to him?" And then the same thing, these girls walk up to to Daniel, asking for some weed. And when they find out that he doesn't have weed, they walk away really quickly. But before that, Issa turns to Daniel looking at these girls, and she gets a little jealousy too. And I'm like, okay, I see what y'all trying to do here. And then finally, Daniel has the balls to walk up to Spider because of Issa, but the issue is Khalil is out here talking to him, and so Issa distracts for Daniel talking about Khalil's children, and that gives Daniel time to talk to Spider. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know Seven?" And like, yeah, the tall guy, yeah. So he talks about like instrumentation ideas. He was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know, cellos and type of stuff." Like, he was like, "Oh, cool." He was not interested at all, which was bad because he had another idea talking about, "Oh yeah, you heard my music before." He's like, "Yeah, it was okay." Y'all really, Daniel looking real vulnerable right now. And then he just keeps getting like embarrassed because the guy that he's really trying so hard to get his career moving doesn't really like him that well. And then before things could get worse, Spider notices that some people are really like fighting on at the balcony, and then they start pulling out guns and they shoot up the place. And this is a Chris Brown reference for those who don't know. Chris Brown was on stage performing, saying like, "Oh, those guys are really getting into it," and then they start shooting at his own concert. I mean, not a concert. At his while he's performing at a club. Okay, Chris Brown. So yeah, that happens, and they all escape. We don't know if anyone died, but Issa and Daniel are out with eating some food, and they're like, "Wow, imagine if we died." Oh, unknown SoundCloud rapper died, and then Issa's like, "Oh, actually I forgot what Issa said, but something about a Lyft driver." And I'm like, that is pretty tragic. Just imagine that your life just end there before it could really get off the ground, so you have like some terrible headline. But yeah, Daniel's really opening up, being all vulnerable to Issa. And then he reveals that, Issa, because I guess since they have this connection, he's like, "You can stay longer if you want." And so she does. And then at his house, Daniel starts rubbing up and massaging Issa on her neck, and then she invites her to sleep with her in his bed while he has Vanessa as a girlfriend. Well, Vanessa was pretty trash with that light skin love. But still, you gotta break up with her first. And didn't Issa say she doesn't like you? She's giving mixed signals. But god dang it, you're doing too much. So we end the episode off with a property management call, and I'm like, okay. So it looks like Issa's actually she may get a better job than we got y'all in Lyft, which hopefully ends up well for Issa. But when the show ends, this song Easy plays. I didn't know what it was. I had to ask people on Twitter. Twitter came through. It's called Easy by Anna Wise and Xavier Omar. I really like this. But Insecure always got some good songs. Raphael Sadiq, you really know what you're doing. But anyway, that's what I thought about this episode. People keep looking at me while I'm recording, so I better go talk to them before they start barging in. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Like I said, check out my Twitter so you can be up to date for live tweets. And check out my other content. Thank y'all so much for watching. Tell me what you thought about the episode below, and I'll see y'all whenever.
You ain't talking money, it's something I don't care about. Black and money minded, they call me a low, let me out. Beyond cloud, I put a rest to the naysay. I only know getting money, my only attack is